Hello, everyone out there. This is not brought to you by Apex. I wish it was. These are Apex diabetes shoes. We'll be talking about this here in a minute. But this video, maybe I'll call it Take Care of Your Feets with a Z. Probably not, because the algorithm will not pick it up. Probably Take Care of Your Feet. Feet. Both feet. Foots. Your foots. Your feet. This will be a video about our feet. As a diabetic, also maybe not as a diabetic, maybe just generalized, across the board feet. Take care of your feet. It's tough because the most minor thing can become very, very major. Like I said, back that way, going that way. This is subscribe. Boop, 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 boop. I'm pointing to the left, so I should be pointing to the right. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, like, share. We do have that contest going on. That's a comment contest. So go back that way. Find the video over there. We are having a comment contest. It's about a 12-minute video. You don't have to watch the whole thing. All you can do is just push the button and make a comment, and you'll be entered. And there's a comment picker that will pick the winner. And that's going to be drawn on the 9th of April. So that's coming up pretty quick, folks. So don't wait till the last minute to get on there. And then if you are subscribed between March the 9th and April the 9th, you will get a second prize if you're the winner. So, protecting our feet. As a non-diabetic, if feet care is probably, you don't want to step on a Lego. You don't want to step on Legos. You don't want to step on, if people play jacks, remember those metal jacks? Ouch. You don't want to step on something that's going to hurt your foot. You don't want to slip on a golf ball and sprain your ankle or cut your foot or whatever. You want to be careful even if you're not a diabetic. But if you're a diabetic, even the smallest little thing can cause a lot of problems. Currently, right now, they don't want me to walk at all. Don't walk at all. Well, I'm not going to sit in a bed and push a button and have somebody bring me my lunch. So I have to walk a little bit. But they mean where I was walking 17,000, 20,000 steps a day sometimes. At least 12,000 steps every day. They want me to walk like 1,000, 2,000. And that's tough. That's really hard. The problem with doing that is, what is the best exercise for a diabetic? They say it is to walk. So I'm not walking right now. I'm on the same diet I've been on. It's a relatively successful diet. If you go back that way, you'll see some of the diet things I do, some of the low carb meals, some of the no carb meals, the big Z, the big gut, the big Z, zero, the big goose egg, the big nada. I had no carbs in some of the meals. I have 0 carbs. As a diabetic, I'm supposed to eat fewer carbs. Not 0 really, but you also eat fewer carbs to control my blood sugar. Well, the problem is now the diet that I worked so hard to pair with my exercise and all that, and my physical fitness and my whatever, and the whole plan from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, the diet that I'm on now, even though it's a good diet, I may have to modify that more because I have to exercise so much less. Like they said, well, you can exercise your arms. But for a diabetic, the best is to move, to walk, or whatever. So sitting in a chair and swinging my arms, that's something. Everything is something. Maybe something good or something bad, but everything is something. But without being able to use my legs for walking, I said, well, can I use the stationary bike with the pedals? The other little toe clips that lift the toe, lift the foot. They didn't want me to do that. They don't even want me to do that because the problem is I have a injury to my large right toe, the big toe, which is called the grand toe. Everything's grand. Because by walking, you're putting all of your weight on your 2 feet. So if you weigh whatever, and you're boom, there's all your weight, and boom, there's all your weight, and boom, there's all your weight. If one foot's up in the air or whatever, as you're walking, you're constantly putting weight, pressure, and pounding on that toe. So it can't heal. My toe won't heal if I keep walking on it. And they don't mean no walking at all. Like, you have to get to the bathroom. Yes, we're not talking bedpans. And taking a shower, not taking a bath with a bird bath where you get a little water and this and roll in some deodorant without moving out of the bed. I mean, I'm not in a situation where I have to be checked for bed sores or that kind of stuff. The problem is, this is something that will not heal if I don't do this particular way. When you were a kid, or even as an adult, if you had a little owie on your toe, I'm not talking like a big gash, a 4-inch long gash by a half inch, but if you had a little, like, you bumped into something, you stepped on a piece of glass maybe, and you got a little half an inch wound, no problem if you're not diabetic. If you're diabetic, there's a problem, because the bones in our toes are very, very close to the skin of our toes. If you get a cut, and you think the bone is really porous and hard, how does the infection get in there? I don't know. I know that it does. I don't know how it got into the bone, but that's what happened to me back in 2018. Once again, back that way. You go back there, you'll hear all about it. Hear ye, hear all about it. That is what happened. And this time, it's not a bone infection, but it's a wound. It's very slow to heal. If you're a diabetic, you're probably slow to heal. If your blood sugar is high and you have any kind of a problem, that's also going to make you slower to heal. We're slow to heal to begin with, but if you have elevated blood sugar higher than it normally is, let's say you're supposed to be at 100 in the morning, fasting blood sugar, you go to sleep, you wake up, you check it, it should be 100 if you're a non-diabetic. Well, really, it should be 100, but maybe you've been running about a 120, and then now all of a sudden you're a 160, and you've been maintaining 160. Well, that difference can be substantial. And it's not just your heart, it's not just your kidneys, where the kidneys down below, it's not just your brain. You're at risk of going blind, you're losing a limb, mostly the feet, toes, fingers, whatever, and it's elevated. The risk is elevated. So what happened to me is I now have a wound on my toe. It came from just excessive walking. I didn't injure it on something. It was just wear and tear. And it's about the grand toe. Let's say this is the grand toe. It would be like in this. So it's just a little bit of border here, a little bit of border here, a little border here, and then the rest of the toe. I gotta get rid of that thing. It seeps. It seeps and gets wet, and they want it to be dry. Well, there goes swimming. Of course, I'm not a swimmer. But if I was a swim, that would be no pressure. Could be no pressure on the foot, but it's wet. So I'm in a situation now where the best thing I could do for my diabetes: eat right, exercise more, get out there and move, check my blood sugar, take my medicine, take my insulin, whatever I gotta take, and monitor that and go to the doctor for my appointments. Well, now I basically had to limit my exercise almost down to nothing. So the problem I have now is, once again, something happened to my foot to give me a medical setback. There's a video back that way. It's a short. It's only, I think it's 15 seconds, maybe 60 seconds. I don't know. But there's a short. You'll see me wearing this big boot, the one that gets all the way to the knee. And I was hoping when the doctor called me today, he would tell me that's the wrong one, and they'd send me a smaller one, because I used to have a small one, but this happened last time. I had a small, short boot. This thing is all the way to my knee. I can bend my knee and I can move. I can't really drive very, very far, because it doesn't allow you to press down on that toe. So if you can't press down on the toe, you really can't press down the accelerator. I mean, what do you do? Put your heel on the accelerater? So if I put just the tip of my toe, I can only push it down enough to go about 25, 30 miles an hour. I'm sure if I was on the freeway, I'd be getting a lot of beep, beep, and a single finger hello from people, and hey, move that thing. It was road rage. I might get shot. Can you imagine I get shot because I have a foot injury? And now I'm dead because of my foot injury, which could happen. You could die from having a foot injury, not just getting shot, but you get an infection in there, and it could actually kill you. So we're having amputations, possible, losing a toe, losing a foot, losing the entire leg, because as the infection was to grow up your body, anywhere you have an infection, it's going to start spreading. If it keeps going up and up and up, and it gets as far as like maybe your knee, well, they're probably going to cut off that area. They find an area where there's, let's see, here's the leg, and okay, we have, here's an infection, here's no infection. Wait, like here's an infection. Here's an infection in your leg. Your leg goes like this, and your toe, your foot here. You have infection, and here it's clean. So let's just go ahead and we'll cut off all the bad stuff and throw it away. And the analogy, the thing I came up with was, if you have a big block, a pound and a half of good cheddar cheese and you put it in the back of the refrigerator, you go, oh no, look at this, and it has little spots of mold. You might not throw away that pound and a half of cheese. You may take a knife out and cut out the bad stuff and save it. So you're basically doing the same thing. You are a cheese doctor at that point. But that makes sense. I never said it doesn't make any sense. I never said this is anyone's fault but my own. So I'm only talking about my situation. You need to talk about your situation. In your situation, I can tell you this, you need to protect your feet. And if you get a problem with something, it's probably your fault. I have a problem with this, it's probably my fault. It is my fault. I don't know about you. So if I wasn't diabetic and I walked a lot, first of all, my foot may not have been damaged, but if it was, it wouldn't be an issue like it is now. I wouldn't be going back and forth to podiatry. I wouldn't be going to my personal trainer, my personal physician, what do they call them? Private physician, whatever, the one that helps me, primary care. I wouldn't be taking antibiotics. I'd be allowed to walk. I could work. They don't want me to work. Basically, if I have to walk, they don't want me to do it. That's pretty limited. You're pretty limited. So here we go. Let's talk about the shoes. These are the shoes I wear. This is a brand new pair in the box. I get 2 pairs a year. Now, one problem with this, when they send this to you, these are very expensive. Well, they're not like Gucci or something, or what's it called? Yes, Laurent, or Louis Vuitton, the way they say it on TV. They're not that expensive. These are probably about just under $200. So with tax, they're over $200. And they give me 2 a year. 2 pairs a year. Not 2 shoes a year. If you only have 1 foot, they probably mail you 1 shoe. But inside, they look like this. Boop, 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 boop. There they are. Now they say that these shoes... Where did I see that thing? I just kind of laughed. Okay, they say they have exceptional style. Yeah, if you like wearing ugly shoes, they're beautiful. But they have unsurpassed comfort. And I have to admit, these are extremely comfortable. A lot of times we wear like a dress shoe or some other kind of shoe. They say these are as comfortable as tennis shoes. These are really, you got the weight of the shoe, but if you don't have the weight of the shoe, it almost feels like you're barefoot. Comfort-wise, you can feel the support all around your shoes, but it's very, very comfortable and a superior fit. Now, the superior fit, it comes from the fact that they have removable, in the shoe itself, they have different layers of the insole, and you can pull this out. So if it's a little too tight, you can pull it out. They do it for you. They take this one out, put this like this, and they can put all the pads underneath it and make it fit very well. Let's take one out. So, I mean, they're not the ugliest shoe in the world, but I don't know about exceptional style. This is what they look like. New shoe smell. They still have the paper in there. So one hard thing about this is when you have to get rid of these shoes, and these are solid. This is very protected right here. They don't want me to wear shoes right now because they don't want me putting pressure there. So they want me to be barefoot, which is weird. I'm never allowed to be barefoot, but I am not barefoot, but I'm wearing the dressings and everything on my shoe. And I can walk around just with socks on. I sometimes wear the socks from the hospital. They have the little rubber on the bottom so you don't slip and fall. But they usually want you to wear a complete shoe like this. There's the bottom. But for right now, it's got chin rest. For right now, I'm supposed to not wear shoes, so it doesn't have any pressure on there. These really have very little pressure, but that's how much they want me to watch my shoes. Watch my shoes, watch my wound. They did put some additional pad. This is a new one. This is another one I'm wearing right now. But the new one, the one I have, they put an additional padding under my one toe, so my toe never really touches the ground. So now I have to do is take off the sock and change the dressing twice a day to make sure and look at it. If I have a lot of, like, they call it seepage, I don't know what it is, whatever's inside your body, not necessarily blood. But if I have that, that means I'm doing something wrong. I'm walking too much. So there's a way I can do it. But one problem I was saying about these shoes, they're such high quality, it's hard to throw them away. And I'm supposed to only wear them for 6 months and then do the other ones for 6 months. And it's hard because they're perfectly good. So what I do is I wear them for the 6 months. I take them off. I spray them out. I put a little sanitizer on them. I clean them up without any dirt, and I donate them. So if someone is out there, I don't personally know a diabetic that wears my size shoe. If I did, I can give it to them personally. Say, hey man, these are very expensive. Here you go. But I do donate those. So if someone is a diabetic, and let's say they're walking around their local Salvation Army store, and they found these, they would know what they're looking for. They know what they're looking at. Or other people might say, this shoe's kind of ugly. I'll show you. Okay, these are the ones I'm currently wearing. It does not have the new shoe smell. No, they don't smell bad at all because I take care of my feet. But this is what they look like when they're in use. As you can see, it's a little bit not quite as clean. But when it's time to get rid of these, so I got these in December. In 3 months, I will. I got them in January. No, probably no. Yeah, I got them in. I don't know. I got to throw them away. Not throw them away. Get rid of them. Change them in about 2 months. Maybe 2 months, 3 months. Though it can be in really good shape. You can see the bottom still looks just the same as the other one. There's some grass on there, but you don't know. So if someone does go there, they say, "Oh, the Apex." Like I would know that if I went to a thrift store, I saw those shoes. I would know those are shoes for diabetes. Those are Apex. I think they do shoes for other things too, and I don't know what that could be. Compression, other kinds of that too. I would know, and I could buy those, but I may not know. If I wasn't, I would just say, "Well, these shoes are." Like if you had to wear shoes for a job, let's say one of those retail jobs or restaurants, they always want to wear black leather non-skid soles shoes. These would be perfect for that. And I get rid of them so fast. There's not a whole lot of wear and tear, so a person can probably just slip right in and be okay. But if these shoes are probably great for that. I don't know if they do sell to the restaurant industry. I remember when I used to manage restaurants, different companies would they would send you a complimentary poster on how to have proper footing for working, where there could be water on the floor, where they're washing the dishes, and then where the servers are carrying the trays, there's spillage, there's trip hazards and stuff like that, and they put a poster up there and it's brought to you by whatever Johnny Shoes or whatever the name might be, and they talk about their shoes, and we would sometimes the company that you would work for would actually get a deal, and the shoes would be like $80 shoes, but if you use the code that comes from my restaurant, maybe it's the Subway at this time or IHOP, whatever I was managing at the time, and they use a little code, they'll get the $80 shoes for $25, and there's some kind of grant that comes through like the restaurant. That's a state agency, but the restaurants agencies. But anyway, that's about it on shoes. Take care of your feet. Diabetics, really take care of it. Non-diabetics, still take care of them. You don't want to have an owie foot. Don't want to have an owie. Remember, once again, boop, 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 no manager and no manager in sight. So right there, just hit that button for me, please. I am currently at 76 negative for subscribers. I'm making 160. Well, right now I'm at minus 76 subscribers for the 28-day period, which started February 26th to the 24th. So 2 more days will be the 28 days. If they do it on YouTube tracks, the 28 days past. Right now, I am at 116 less than usual. So it puts me at a minus 76. I don't know how they come with that number. But what happened was YouTube took away a lot of my subscribers. Did I do anything wrong? No. I just exist. I'm so small. I don't know why people try to do things to my channel at being this small. I have 12,000, I think 12,400 or something like that. 12,400 subscribers. In order to get monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers. And you need 4,000 watch hours. So I have, I don't know. Right now, showing in you need 400 in the last 28 days. I have 328. So watch hours, and that's just the last 20 days. When I first started, there's a lot of excitement to it because there's something new. Hey, this guy lost all his weight, he did it on his own. And I never say I do it on my own, of course. I thank God for keeping me alive, and the doctors for helping me, and you out there for your support. Thank you for your support. But this is a lot of interest early on, and now of course people say I can't just sit there and watch David's videos. I don't watch my video. I can't just sit there and watch. Well, I'm not supposed to due to the problems. They'll consider I'm trying to have invalid traffic by watching my own videos, but I can't watch it. But here's this watch I got for free. You gotta spin it. If you turn it like this, there's a button you can press on here where it stays on. Here's the compass. So the compass is a feature that they keep on the whole time. See, so if I was walking or hiking, it would stay it Other ones, it does everything in the background to save the battery. Like the watch, if I want to know what time it is, I can either turn my wrist real quick like that and look, or I can just push the button and go to, it'll go up to the clock. that was sent to me through a company that does this through TikTok. Maybe I could be an influencer. So far, my influencing ability has netted me this. I got $100 for doing one, $75 for doing another one, and $50 doing another one. And that was not on my channel itself. That was actually me saying hey, it's like, hi, my name is David Gardner, and I'm a diabetic. And one thing I have to do is I have to go out and walk due to diabetes. And I like to take my dog with me. And you know what she likes? She likes to have a milk bone dog treat here. And she can't have too many. But someone gave these to me, and she loves these milk bone dog treats. That's the kind of thing I did. And then I don't know if they said they might link my account there so people can actually go look it up. I guess I could say, hi, my name is David Gardner, and I have a YouTube channel called David Lost on it, but I haven't had to say that lately. They said they'll get me through facial recognition. Scary, huh? I'll wear a mask or some glasses. They'll never know it's me. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.